Hi guys, it's Danielle here from DKW Styling, owner of the Natural Beauty Real Hair Extension System, and I'm here with Ani Rivera.
Hello, hello.
And we came to you guys for the first time last year. Last week. God, seems like a year.
Feels
right?
like last year.
Feels like a year. And every week we want to come to you guys with just like a quick 10-minute training video, something that adds value for you guys and your businesses and that kind of thing. I feel like we have to address the
elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room. It's crazy right now.
All salons are closing.
Yeah.
Most are, not all. Most are for a couple of weeks. Some are for 3 weeks. Some are for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I know LA just shut everything down until April 19th. So it definitely is serious out there. And obviously Danielle owns a salon. We have 300 artists inside of our academy that are going through the same thing right now. So we more than understand what's happening right now.
Right. So we want to just come to you guys every week and give you a little bit of value. And also during this time, be productive. I can't stress that enough. I get that I have kids and we're homeschooling, we're doing all this, but create even systems inside of your home. If you're a mom, create a routine with your children and then create a routine with your business. Stay productive. Otherwise you're going to get in a funk. And Ani and I, we do a podcast together. And one of the things that we just talked about is time can be a blessing. Yes, it's scary, but I think for artists, a lot of times we don't actually have a lot of time left in the day. Or for example, a lot of artists will work till 5 or 6 and then maybe they come home and they have to get kids in. For me, it's bedtime, bath time, all that routine. And then you leave yourself with very little hours, and they're also not very good productive hours.
You're exhausted. It's like where you sit on the couch and then you're like, I'm just going to scroll through Instagram because my brain hurts. I literally cannot think of anything else.
Right. So I just feel like right now is such a not perfect time, but it's a time to actually be productive and give yourself more quality hours to get some stuff done.
So what we actually want to talk to you guys about today is marketing. Now, inside of the Academy and BMS, we have something called a Daily 4. And we've talked about it a little bit before and given tidbits, but the Daily 4 is essentially your marketing. It's what you put out to the world for them to see not only who you are, but the work that you do, your hobbies, just kind of who you are as a person, as a businesswoman, as a hairstylist. So,
and it's the most simple, whenever we introduce people or artists into our education, it's the first thing we teach them.
Always.
And they're just Daily 4. And we're start with Daily 4 and be consistent at Daily 4. And even for me, I joke around, I'm I do Daily 75. And so I feel like sometimes with marketing, you almost have to be you almost have to be annoying and be okay with it.
But what blows my mind is
annoying.
You're not even annoying because I don't see everything that you post.
Right.
And you're
you think you're being annoying, but you're not. You have to turn your brain off to the fact that you're I don't want to bug people. I just posted this curling tutorial. I can't redo another curling tutorial. You can literally take the same content and you're going to teach it different or talk about it different. And I literally have so many curling tutorials. It's crazy. And still people ask me.
If you posted on a Monday, someone could have been busy that Monday. They never saw it. But if you post it Wednesday, they were at home that day and they loved it. It was, now kind of every day's everybody's day off. But then they saw it Wednesday and then they were practicing at home.
Right.
So let's start with the number.
Yeah, tell us a little, tell them a little bit more about Daily 4 and how we teach it to our students.
So the very first one is audio. An audio is actually sending an audio message generally to a client. It can also be a staff member. And guys, this is just something, it's so much more personal. I feel like this day and age, we're very used to texts and emails, and
automated
DMs
and
is this even a human talking to me? That hearing hey Danielle, thank you so much for coming in, or hey Danielle, unfortunately with coronavirus we've had to close, but I'm going to go ahead and reschedule you now for 4 weeks out. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you in the meantime. That would make me feel so ridiculously good.
Because a lot of clients are also probably small business owners, and they want that little extra something. And even with everything that's going on, this is a time where you can kind of revamp what you're doing, what's working, what's not inside of your business. So I actually, I love audios.
All I do is send audio
messages. Love audios. Even my top 5 clients, I'm hey, Sarah, I haven't seen you in a while. It's good, little things like that.
Or, hey, happy birthday, happy anniversary. I hope your vacation went great, which don't send that one right now. No one's on vacation. But so that's what an audio is. The next one is video. Oh, I feel like this can be a really scary one, but it's literally doing live videos. You can do it on your Instagram. You can do it on your Facebook. You can do a YouTube video and create a tutorial.
Right.
You could do an IGTV. Even if you wanted to create something on your Instagram story, you could. But it's essentially just getting your face out there, your name out there, the vernacular that you use, the tone of your voice, like whatever it is. And people always say, but I don't like how my voice sounds.
Yeah.
Look, however you sound, I'm sorry. People hear you that way anyway. It's fine.
Well, you know what's so funny too is I tell people with video, you kind of like, I am a little bit introverted, and I remember when I first started doing my videos, I was like kind of nervous, and I would just be like, okay, well, this is some shampoo, and it's really good, and you should use it. And then I was like, I'm super lame and boring. Like, but I was like, I'm actually a very like fun person to be around with, I think.
I'm fun.
Yeah, I was like, I'm fun. That's not me. Who's that? So I always tell people, even though videos seem scary, like pretend like you're just talking to your girlfriend, and you're like, or you're excited about something. Like if you're passionate about something, that sells. If you're just like, this is some shampoo I like, or hey guys, I'm gonna braid my hair really quick, or whatever it is, you have to make sure that you're like, oh my God, I just learned this new curling technique. It's amazing. I got this iron. You kind of have to amp it up a little bit. So I always tell people with video, like, when you're gonna do video, like be you. Like don't be boring Sally or whoever. Like don't be that person. Make sure that you're really like kind of amping it up for the video. So what's our next one? We have audio, video,
we have audio,
text.
video. Number 3, we haven't done that yet. Number 3 is picture.
Pictures.
Guys, pictures are everything, every single thing in our industry. And the best example I give people is, would you ever go to a tattoo artist if you never saw their work? No. The first thing we do is we start Googling people. We maybe look them up on YouTube. I look up everybody's Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, you don't exist to me.
Right.
Sometimes even food places, I'm so crazy like that. I'm like, you're not posting photos of your weird donut ice cream sandwiches? You must not be a thing.
That sounds so good.
It's called Afters. It's actually delicious. So, but with that, guys, you want to post photos of whatever it is. And I tell people, it doesn't matter what you do. If you love fashion colors, post fashion colors. If all you do is NBR, post NBR. Just remember, whatever you post in a photo is what you will always get back in your chair. So if you're like, God, I hate men's cuts, but the last 6 pictures are all men's cuts.
But I feel like we get in this place where we're like, but I love, Jordan. He's such a nice guy. And so I'm going to post it because it's going to make him feel good. But if you don't want men's cuts, don't take pictures of them and don't post them.
Sorry, Jordan, you're great, but I'm not posting you.
Yeah. Or like if you don't like grandma haircuts, or if you don't like, you know what I mean? The little old
You don't want to do a perm? Don't post a perm.
Don't post that. And the other thing with pictures is just make sure it's cohesive. If you have like a bunch of beautiful pictures, but it's not cohesive, it's like, when you first go to the page, you're like, I don't know what I'm looking at. And it's not that the pictures aren't beautiful. You're just unsure of what the person is selling. You're like, is this a personal brand? Do they do hair? Why do they have Jordan in here? Is that a haircut? Do they do extensions? Like you could have like a ton of pretty pictures, but if it's not cohesive, people don't know what you're offering.
It's like when I have you ever walked into a store and you're like, this is so messy. It almost gives you anxiety.
Yeah,
you leave buying nothing.
Yes.
That's what a messy feed looks like to me. It's like walking into a store that's been rampaged on a Black Friday and you're like,
I don't know what I'm looking at.
I want nothing here.
Yes.
And then the very last of the daily 4 is text. Now, this is not a text message, but a text-based post. So imagine like a blog post. But the really great thing is you don't actually have to have a blog to do it. You could write it as a Facebook status. You could write it underneath an Instagram photo. And the biggest thing I hear people say is they're like, but you don't understand. I don't do well with writing. I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. If you can tell a story to your girlfriend, those are spoken words, which means you can take those spoken words and put them down on paper because that's the written word. Well, it's the same thing.
The one thing that you can do that I do actually is I love telling stories. I've always been like, I'm not a great writer, but I love telling stories. So I just take my phone and I voice audio in my notes, and then I go back and read it and like fix the spelling and the grammar and whatever else Siri thinks I'm saying.
Siri.
Sorry. Siri. But and then I feel like that's my way of writing.
Yes.
And I feel like a lot of times people with so many photos on social media, maybe they may just be like, scroll by, but in the text that might catch their attention. They're like, oh my God, I love this story or whatever it is. So you never know. I always say you never know how people learn. Like Ani, she prefers reading.
Always.
I'm very visual. Like I'm very hands-on. Like if I want to learn something, I want to watch it like a step-by-step video. Even if like, with this education, I'm like, or this what we're doing for you guys right now, I'm like, Ani, we could send them like an email of like stuff to do, and then I was like, no, let's video it because I love consuming content through video.
And I'm like, great, can we still have that email though?
Yes, we are. So we're doing both. So I would just say, I just want to we wanted to share Daily 4 with you guys because it's something that we teach our students, and it just works. It might sound so simple. But if you consistently do daily 4, that's why it's called daily, because you're doing it daily, not every other day.
That includes Saturday, Sunday?
Yes.
Those are days?
Every day that you do this, then you start to get a message out. You start to build your own personal brand. You start to build a portfolio. So it's like the simplest thing, but if you can't be consistent at posting, then you can't improve as an artist. And the other thing I would tell you guys is when you're posting, whether it's a video or a photo, I like to go back and give myself feedback. So if it's a video and I feel like I'm super lame and boring, then I'm going to be like, okay, my next video, I need to like loosen up. Maybe I need like a half a glass of wine or something.
I was going to say a shot of tequila.
Yeah,
okay.
I know, like something. I'm like, I need to showcase. And so give yourself feedback on whatever it is. If it's your hair photos, kind of go back and be like, okay, look at everything. Look at the body language of the client. Look at the hair. Look at the color. Look at the lighting. And try to like go in with the intent of giving yourself feedback and improving as an artist.
So guys, thank you for being here with us once again. If you want to hear more about BMSCON5, we have not released tickets yet, but we will be doing that in the next few months. So go to bigmoneystylist.com, enter your email, and that will automatically put you on the wait list.
And you'll get these emails if you're you should be already on the wait list, but if you come across this video and you're not on the wait list, re-put your email on the wait list, because we're going to be sending you guys these videos every single week right now. And right now, with what's going on in the world right now, it's the perfect time to consume content. And our event is not until October. So we want to add as much value for you guys until then. So like Ani said, we have not released tickets yet, but we will in the next few months after all this craziness blows over. So thank you guys so much for listening, for watching. And again, make sure if you're not on the email list, go ahead and put your email down once again.
See you guys.
Bye.